Shaun, how do you reflect on Burnley and obviously the last 24 to 40 hours?
I think in terms of the game, I feel even more encouraged watching the game back. Extremely difficult match. I think there's definitely moments where we could have defended even better, even with 11 men. But in terms of overall, I was even more encouraged, mainly with the heart that the team showed, to not concede as many in the second half, or particularly in that last half hour. It brings me a bit of confidence for tomorrow.
What's your message been to the players ahead of tomorrow night, given the situation we're in?
Message today was a little bit of normality. I think I spoke to them this morning about Burnley. We went over really exactly what I've just relayed to you. The mental strength, even the substitutes coming on, the desire not to concede. Even in those last 15-20 minutes when Burnley were very much on top, and it could have. I saw mental strength that brings me a big relief for tomorrow and then the games coming forward. So I had to let them know that. At the same time, there's certain areas in terms of how we defended the box we need to improve. And then it was about Coventry. I had to give them the ideas on how we're going to stop Coventry and then how we're going to hurt them with what we can do.
And what do you make of Coventry this season?
Good team. I think they've evolved. I think at the start of the season they played with a 3-4-3 with 2 10s that went both sides and really sort of fluent. Now it's changed because a little bit of personnel. They've got really good attacking players. Even the wing back's very good 1v1. So they'll come here and look to play. But it's up to us to stop that. And as I said, it's up to us to hurt them and move the ball.
Team news then. Obviously, Omar suspended this week. Will Stephen Corker come in there?
Yeah, he comes into contention. I think Stephen did very well when he came on. I've still to make a decision whether we go with the back 4 or back 5. I think that's dependent on our personnel really. Stephen did very well when he came on. So he's fighting for a spot in the team.
Are you going to have to make some other changes? You know, we played an hour with 10 men on Saturday. Does that impact your kind of selection this week in terms of changes you make?
Do you know, I always give it to the very last moment. I think I prepare every player in their position. So I'll make that decision close at the time. The group were very good today. I think there's a real sort of mentality now that we're going to have to fight every single game now. I sensed in the last half an hour of that game against Burnley a mental strength that I didn't think was here, maybe 40 odd days ago. And we're going to need every bit of that in the next couple of months.
Did everybody else come through okay?
Yeah, everyone's okay. Yeah, apart from Omar missing out. I think Charlie White he's getting closer. I think he's trained maybe 3 times, and I'll make the decision on him being in the squad in the last minute again.
Shaun, we've talked a lot about the fans since you've come in and the difference they've made and do make week to week. And tomorrow night against Coventry, they're needed probably more than ever, aren't they, given the situation?
Yeah, I think I've asked a lot of them the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks that I've been here. I think the fans saw that it was a very difficult 48 hours. I do the media, I have to front up and do all the videos, everything, which is my job. But they could see that I was hurting. I think from my point of view, I have to give the fans, my team, staff, players, and then all the staff at the team or at the club, I need to give them the confidence that this is our fight. So whatever happens in the next 2 months, we're not going to walk away from that, no matter what happens. I think from my point of view, we're at the very beginning of this rebuild. It's my job that a season like this never happens again. This club stood by me during really difficult times. I had major surgery here and they stood by me. And this is a time where I'm standing by them and we're going to stand together because, we have to dream bigger. I'm going to fight for the next 2 months. The players are going to fight, the fans, every staff member we have. But that's going to be the same for the next 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. For me, I'm at the very beginning of this until I'm told otherwise. But I'm all in and I'm ready to go.